Welcome to Kitchen Spaces, the show that is all about you and your kitchen. I'm Andy Tillis.
And I'm Mari Monge, and it's a jam-packed show today.
We've got some fantastic recipes for you to try out, and they're all Kitchen Spaces approved to be quick, easy, and most of all, delicious.
And we also get healthy by watching our salt intake. Plus, we look at whole grains in our meal planning. It all tastes wonderful as well as being good for you.
I can't wait.
Definitely worth checking out, so stick around and see it all right here on Kitchen Spaces. Coming up next, we have something everyone should be aware of. Whole grain white flour that is finding its way into many food products.
That's right, and it's so healthy for you, the kids, the entire family. Here's our very own Debbie Marie. Watch this.
Increasingly, we hear about the importance of incorporating whole grains into our diets. One way is to buy whole grain products, and another way is to cook and prepare meals using whole grains. Whole grain foods are made with the whole kernel of a number of types of grains like wheat, corn, wild rice, oats, and barley. Joining us today is Mark Furstenberg, who developed the bread program at Greystone, the Napa Valley campus of the Culinary Institute of America, and works in collaboration with the Harvard School of Public Health. Mark, welcome to Kitchen Spaces.
Thank you for inviting me. It's nice to be here.
Now, in just a few minutes, you are going to show us some recipes and baking ideas using Eagle Mills all-purpose flour made with Ultragrain. Can you explain what makes the Ultragrain flour in Eagle Mills different from regular whole grain flour?
Yes. It's different in that it is milled in a special proprietary way so that the particles of the grain are very small and indistinguishable from white refined flour.
Okay. How important is whole grain nutrition?
Whole grains protect people from heart disease. They help people manage their body weight. They reduce the risk of diabetes, and they promote digestive health, and they even reduce the risks of certain kinds of cancer. And in spite of this, 9 out of 10 Americans don't eat enough whole grains. The dietary guidelines of our Department of Agriculture say that we should be eating at least half the grains we eat as whole grains. And even children need 2 to 3 servings a day or more,
but we don't
do it.
Right. And speaking of children, we're looking at back to school, and we want the whole family to get the benefits of the Ultragrain found in Eagle Mills all-purpose flour. So what can we prepare that everyone in the family will like, something that's kid-friendly?
Well, let's start with breakfast.
Okay.
And let's prepare a pancake or waffle batter that is made from Eagle Mills flour. I'm using 1.5 cups of Eagle Mills Ultragrain flour, and to that I'm going to add 2 eggs, and start beating the eggs in. I'm going to add some baking soda, some salt, and then I'm going to begin to add some buttermilk. The batter itself will stay in the refrigerator very nicely all week long. This is really now done. This is made. I'm going to add a little bit of canola oil here. We need a little bit of fat.
The whole idea of using the whole Ultragrain is that they're getting the benefits, but they're not going to really taste it in here, right?
Not going to taste it at all. I'm adding butter here as part of the fat in this batter. So we'll add a little bit of this batter to the pan, smooth it around into a more or less circle. Now you see the bubbles developing over here, which tells us that it's getting done.
Okay.
And then we turn it over.
You know, a number of consumer products are incorporating Ultragrain flour, right?
Yes, a number of companies are. Sara Lee's soft and smooth breads, Pepperidge Farms, whole grain goldfish crackers, Kraft's 50% whole wheat macaroni.
Even Papa John's, right?
Papa John's pizza, indeed. Healthy Choice panini.
Wow. And Conagra.
And Conagra's.
Yeah.
Kid-friendly meals.
But
now,
that's good.
Here is a very nice, if I may say so myself, pancake.
Yes, you did a good job.
So I'm going to serve this in exceptionally healthful way. What I'm doing is slicing a banana.
Wow, okay.
I'm going to put it in tiny pieces, just like this.
It's a good way to get their fruit in the diet, right?
Right, a little fruit serving with the pancake.
That's very good.
You could do strawberries, peaches, whatever fruit is in season.
And they're just going to enjoy the taste. They're not going to know that they're getting their nutrition for the day, right?
Right.
Is it true that even the schools are actually incorporating whole grain into their menus?
ConAgra Foods provides the Max Pizza and the Healthy Choice Cinnamon Bakes, both of which are made with Ultragrain.
That's good.
Tyson's does a chicken chunk that is coated with a crispy Ultragrain, and there are pretzels made with Ultragrain.
Wow, look at that. Now, what about like a snack throughout the day?
We could do a quick bread. They're very, very easy to make. We'll add 4 cups of Eagle Mills flour with Ultragrain.
And what are we making? What kind of bread?
We're going to make a bread with cranberry, walnut, and carrot.
Ooh, that's unique. I'll take that.
So here we have nothing special, just our flour, to which we'll add some salt. We'll add some baking powder. And we'll add some baking soda. And into this, we'll add, again, in our little well, 4 eggs. And we'll begin to mix.
Now, when you're cooking with the Ultragrain flour, does it cook different than you would your normal white flour?
It does not.
No, so you wouldn't have to change recipes or anything.
You don't have to change recipes. You can do a 1-for-1 replacement. I'm adding some sugar here. I'll add some flavorings here. This is maple syrup.
That's going to give it some good sweetness, right?
Incorporating, yes. Finally, we'll add some canola oil. And then we'll add buttermilk. This is about done. I'll add shredded carrots. And then we'll add some dried cranberries, and we'll add some walnuts that we've toasted in the oven. And then I will spoon out my batter. So I filled this up about, 3/4 of the way, and then it will go into the oven.
And through the magic of TV, do we see what it looks like all done?
And through the magic of television, we have one that we've just finished baking. We'll let that one bake now.
Oh, look how good that looks all done. Well, between the new products available using Ultragrain and the Eagle Mills flour, which is 30% Ultragrain, we can greatly increase our intake of whole grains and thus derive nutritional and other health benefits. And most of all, the kids are going to love it and get the nutrition they need. Well, I'm here in the kitchen with Mark Furstenberg. I'm Debbie Marie for Kitchen Spaces.
What a fabulous way to end the show, because we are out of time.
That's right. Thanks for joining us today on Kitchen Spaces. I'm Andy Tillis.
And I'm Mari Monge, and we'll see you next time here on Kitchen Spaces.
That looked delicious. Now,
Sure
I
did.
really wanted that. You want to go get something to eat?
Let's go.
For more information about anything you've seen on today's show, or to find out how to be part of the show, log on to kitchenspaces.tv.